which verse were we reading yesterday? 34. We finished 34. Good. Okay. Page number 7, verse number 35 now. Okay. What is that? Is that that things exist, although things are like illusion, still they exist. Buddha taught them to be existent, although they are like illusion. Usually we say that what is like illusion, we don't see them as real. For example, like say we're looking for pizza, and finally somebody brings a picture of the pizza, right? Do you count that as a pizza? No, it's not a pizza. This is just a picture of a pizza. It's an illusion. It gives the impression of a pizza, but it's not real pizza. So likewise, nothing really exists. Nothing exists objectively there, but they appear to exist. But still the Buddha taught that Four Noble Truths exist, good things exist, giving rise to happiness, bad things exist, giving rise to miseries. This is all taught. And so now, see in what way the Buddha taught? It says 35. Inasmuch as the conquerors have stated meaning taught, conqueror meaning the Buddha. Inasmuch as the Buddhas have taught, Nirvana is the sole truth. Okay. Mike's question, Dad, is there something which exists objectively through ultimate analysis? Your question? What was the question? Okay, so is there something that exists objectively under the ultimate analysis? Right? Or you forgot a question? I can identify a question very easily. Right, the small piece. Right, this is there. I can easily identify it. Okay, what is said is that, how could we describe emptiness without modern technology that's was done? Is anything seen as objectively real after ultimate analysis, or with ultimate analysis? With or after? Same. Okay, good. So this is a big question. Okay, first, what have you learned? I'm not asking whether you have experienced it. What I'm asking is, what have you intellectually learned? I give the answer according to what I've intellectually learned. My question to you is the same. What exists objectively? What exists objectively? Nothing exists objectively. What exists in the eyes of ultimate analysis? Raise hands. Who said nothing? Raise hands. Okay. Say, emptiness is seen by which analysis? Ultimate analysis, conventional analysis? Ultimate analysis. So emptiness is found by ultimate analysis. Hey, yes, no. Hey, what happened? Emptiness, is it found by the ultimate analysis or not? Emptiness is ultimate truth or not? Ultimate truth. The ultimate truth should be something that is found by ultimate analysis. Conventional truth is a truth found by the conventional analysis. Yes, no. Good. Ultimate truth is found by the ultimate analysis. Yes. Emptiness is found by ultimate analysis. Yes. So emptiness should exist objectively because it's found by ultimate analysis. Yes. Hey, what happened now? Okay, now that's why you thought that you got you got something, and suddenly right, this question comes and it again disrupted all what we learned before. Raise hands. Now I'm confused now. I'm confused even more now. Raise hands. Or I didn't really understand the question. You're lucky. If you not understand the question, you're lucky. If you understand the question and you're lost, it's a big, Okay, Michael, what happened? You understood the question, or you do not understand the question, so okay, or you understood the question and then, yeah, this big question, right? Big question. Okay. How many of you feel that, oh, this is a real complication, right? Okay, so will you do this as a part of your group discussion? Huh? Yes? Okay, good. Okay, no question? Questions all here. Okay, Jimala, if you question, you ask this in group discussion, right? Okay. Which one? Yes, so what's the answer? Oh, oh, emptiness. Is it ultimate truth or not? Ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is the truth which is seen by the ultimate analysis. Right. So emptiness is seen by ultimate analysis. Right? So therefore emptiness should exist objectively. This is question. No, whatever is the case, first solve this, then we can go to the next point. First question is that what is the subjective flower to ultimate analysis? The flower dissolves, right? If the flower does exist in eyes of ultimate analysis, the flower should exist objectively. You getting it? So now, if the flower is to be seen by ultimate analysis, then flower should exist objectively. So emptiness seen by ultimate analysis, that should also exist objectively. So this is, I don't know whether this exact question which Mike is asking, but so what my question is that Mike asks, is there something which exists objectively in the eyes of ultimate analysis? So I'm saying that emptiness, if there's something, it should be the emptiness. Emptiness should be the objectivity. But the answer is that, no, we talked about emptiness of emptiness as an answer to the question asked by Elias. Okay, Raj, you have something to say? Okay, so the answer is there, but you have to solve this, you have to pass through the gate of this question. If you cannot resolve the question simply by saying emptiness, then although this is the answer, but still this question must be this question. You have to go through this, pass through this question. The question is that what is found by ultimate analysis? If the flower is found by an ultimate analysis, that should be, the flower should be objectively existent. Yes? Likewise, huh? If the flower is found by ultimate analysis, the flower should be objectively existent. Yes, no. Yes. So, we don't find the flower. But we find the emptiness. So, emptiness should be objectively existent. This question. Yes, Ajidwala. That's true. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. You say, to make things clear, you have to give the answer to only one question at a time, right? The first question is the flower. If this is found by ultimate analysis, the flower should exist objectively. Yes, no. Ajidwala, yes, no. Which means that if the flower is the object, if this is found by ultimate analysis, the flower should exist objectively. Yes. Good. If emptiness is found by ultimate analysis, emptiness should also exist objectively. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes. So the emptiness, does it exist objectively? It should exist objectively because it is found by the ultimate analysis. It is found by ultimate analysis because it is ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is the truth which is seen by ultimate analysis. What no? Okay. Which one? Emptiness. Ultimate nature, ultimate truth. Emptiness, is it not found by the emptiness? It is not found by ultimate analysis? Ultimate is the emptiness. Is it ultimate truth or not? If it's ultimate truth, is the truth found by the ultimate analysis? The object, the reality found by the ultimate analysis is known as ultimate truth. The reality found by the conventional analysis is known as conventional truth. You're getting it? This is how we define the two truths. Find means find, found. Right? See. You cognize, you see. Yes, you are the gentleman.
Subjecting this whole thing to emptiness and does it mean that a thing which is in this world, as an end result, it dispenses totally itself. I mean, like, completes the wear down. And you see how the others explain, like, we eat food, right? We excrete. It becomes food for the fish.
Yes.
It becomes food for the rest. The thing that we eat, the food we eat, it results in order.
The food that we eat, it results in our development or our growth, physical growth.
That was there, it becomes a part of us.
Yes,
But some things is
they go passed down.
so do you mean that ultimately this thing can be completely done away as an end result? Because in something there's a law that there's always an end result. There's always an end result. Nothing is created. I mean, nothing can be absolutely wasted.
Okay, let me paraphrase to see if I got you correctly. So what I'm saying is that we eat food, and part of it becomes your body. For example, your cells wear out, and some new cells are produced, right? So these cells, new cells are produced. They should produce from food that we eat. Whereas much of that portion is just discarded through some sweat, excreta, urine, whatever we discard. But some part of this becomes your part of the body, right? Okay, so this ultimate analysis, does it mean that in the end everything will disappear? In the end, before it is not disappeared, later it disappeared. Is what I say? Okay, so this is a good question raised. Say let's say that this is the same analysis brought up in some text, saying that, for example, at the moment in this hall we are like maybe 30-40 people here, right? We're here 30-40 people, and then during the break time in about like 13 minutes, then this hall will become empty. People will all leave. Some go to where? Group discussion, some go to get tea, some go to get bed, sleep, in different places. Majority will be in the group discussion. Majority will go in group discussion, some will go as part of the body, right? Meaning that the food that you eat, that was some will go into to get some tea and so forth. This was split. So we see that initially this hall is filled with people. Then after 13 minutes, this hall will be empty. Ultimately, this hall will be empty. So 10th of, 11th of, 11th November, this hall will be empty. All the people will be gone completely. Right? Okay. So is that initially not empty, later on empty? So if whereas emptiness and the object, these two are always together. Not like at one point the object is there, then later on the emptiness comes. This is not like this. It's not sequential. You're getting it? So sequential things are there. For example, like today we have, say, people, all of us are here together. 11th of November will be dispersed. So this group will become empty. You're getting it? So this is conventional truth. It's not ultimate truth. So this holds true in the eyes of conventional analysis. Is it true? That's true. That we exist together at one point, then after a few days, then this group will become empty, will disappear. That is the truth. That truth holds true in the eyes of conventional analysis, not in the eyes of ultimate analysis. You're getting it? So which means that, say, the consecutive fullness and the emptiness as consecutive, this is a conventional truth. Whereas the emptiness of the object, these two, the real emptiness should be always together. So while we are talking, while we are together, it exists in conventional truth or conventional analysis or ultimate analysis. We do together. This is conventional analysis. In the ultimate analysis, are we together? That togetherness dissolves in the eyes of the ultimate analysis. So these two coexist. Ultimate truth and the conventional truth, these two coexist. This is a very good question. So these are things how we have to grow in our analysis. You're getting it? This is one level of understanding. Good. Okay. So now let's see. Okay. 35. Inasmuch as the conquerors, what is conqueror? The Buddhas. Buddha who conquered your mental defilements, all the mental demons of all the mental defilements. This is the meaning of conqueror. Inasmuch as the conquerors have stated meaning taught, that Nirvana is the sole truth. Instead of soul, change it only. It's the only truth. Only truth meaning only ultimate truth. Not just saying that everything is not, nothing is true. That's not the meaning. Nirvana is the ultimate truth. Nirvana is only ultimate truth, meaning emptiness is the only ultimate truth. And in the mornings, when we meditate on the renunciation, we first meditate emptiness, right? Emptiness, and then in the experience of emptiness, then your sorrow dissolves. That experience, sorrow dissolves in the experience of emptiness. So the desire to attain that experience of emptiness where your sorrow is transcended, that is known as renunciation. The object of the renunciation is nirvana. You're getting it? The goal of the renunciation is, may I be freed from suffering. Freedom from suffering. That is nirvana. You're getting it? So what exactly is nirvana? In a loose sense, we talk about freedom from samsara, freedom from self-grasping, and so forth as nirvana. In a strict sense, what is that freedom from samsara like? Is in the experience of emptiness. In the experience of emptiness, all the conventionalities dissolve. All your miseries dissolve in the experience of emptiness. Getting it? So that experience of emptiness, that way all your miseries dissolve, and not just experience emptiness, but it should be direct realization emptiness, where you get a great degree of confidence that I can stay in this experience. That confidence comes to you, gate, paragate, Parasamgate Bodhi Swaha. You're getting it? Bodhi Swaha of the Shravakas and Pratik Buddhas, not talking about the Buddhas. Shravakas and Pratik Buddhas, those who seek personal liberation. When they reach the Bodhi Swaha level, part of normal learning, at that point they get this confidence to remain in this experience, so that they experience with emptiness. Emptiness which they experience where all the miseries dissolve. That is nirvana. So what is their experience? Emptiness experience. So that emptiness is nirvana. That alone is the ultimate truth. Because what is said is that ultimate truth is the truth seen by the ultimate analysis. So that experience with emptiness, that is the ultimate truth. That is the nirvana. So it says, inasmuch as the conquerors have stated, nirvana is the only truth, only ultimate truth. What learned person would imagine, I would put it like this, a little alteration in translation. What learned person would not realize, instead of imagine, would not realize that the rest is false. So just the English wise, we just alter the negation. The negation, you put it in a slightly different form to make the meaning a little more clear. Right? Let me put it again. It says, what learned person would not realize, instead of imagine, realize. What learned person would not realize that the rest is false. Rest meaning, other than nirvana, the rest which are seen by conventional analysis, they are conventional truths or deceptive truths, false, faulty. You getting it? Okay, faulty doesn't mean that they don't exist. They exist only in the eyes of your, say, the conventional mind. Okay. 36. As long as the mind remains wavering meaning, okay, when does your mind waver? Okay, say, how many of you had a dream last night? Huh? Or you were just thinking about emptiness all the time? I'm sure some of your mind going to emptiness all the time. Yes, raise your hands. Even in the dream, you emptiness. Right? Mio? Emptiness, right? Yeah. Okay. Emptiness. Right? Okay. In fact, it's very strange. It was 2012. There's one gentleman, and there was the first retreat which conducted. There's the first retreat on a Bodhicitta where emptiness is discussed in great length. And this gentleman, he said in a dream he was meditating on emptiness. Right? And that too, so often. This is what happened to Myo. So often meditating on emptiness. Okay, so let's say that in the dream, where in the dream is totally blank. Deep sleep. What is deep sleep? No dream, nothing. In deep sleep, your mind is wavering or not? No wavering. Very good. And then you start to have the dream. With the dream, your mind starts to waver. Huh? Okay, right? Now, in which of the two cases your mind wavers more with respect to the dream contents? Say in the dream or waking up from the dream? Say you dreamt of having cheesecakes, right? Having the class there, and then what is that? What's the English word? You don't have to sign for the attendance here, right? Otherwise you go for the proxy, right? Okay, I'm looking at who smiles with the word proxy. Proxy attendance, which means that you have given proxy. Look, they got money. Yes? Yes, I can. Okay, those of you who don't have any idea what is proxy, what is it talking about? Resents? Okay, you have to ask money. Money Dibba, right? Ask her, then she'll tell you what is proxy. Oh, money, tell us, what is proxy? Yes, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Okay. Huh?
Or in legal terms, you can appoint someone to attend a meeting on your behalf.
I see.
When you nominate a person to attend a meeting on your behalf, there is also proxy.
Okay. So her proxy is different from your proxy, right? So the money deeper's proxy don't do that, right? This proxy is permissible, right? Money deeper smiled because it's not permissible. Okay, what happened is very interesting. There's one gentleman, I'm not going to disclose the name. There's one young boy. What is his education level, academic level? He just passed class 5, which means like he was drop out. He just, what is class 5? Age 10, right? Drop out. Then his friends keep climbing. Class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then college, right? So one of his friends, he had to go for some emergency work, but he has a problem with the shortage of attendance, right? Did you understand what I'm saying? So his friend in college was running short of attendance if he is to go for some emergency work, and there's emergency work there, he had to miss the class for like 10 days, which means that he's going to have a shortage of attendance and he cannot sit for the exam. And this boy, very audacious boy, he said, don't worry, I'll go to college on your behalf. What is his level? Is he allowed to go to college? No, he did not even complete class 5. Yet he said, I'll go to your college on your behalf. Proxy. Right? And he said, how would you do that? Don't worry, give me your ID card. Right? So he gave him the ID card. And the ID card has the photograph. So at the gate of the college, the gatekeeper is there. And gatekeeper could not identify the 100, 200, 300, 400 students. Right? He'll just check where's ID. Then he hold the ID with the photograph with his thumb there, thumb pressing the photograph, and said this, right? And the gatekeeper says, go. So we went there. And then he passed the first gate. Second gate, the teacher, the professor would read the names. Mr. A, Miss A, Mr. B, right? Then his friend's name, right? And then Mr. G, Mr. G. Mr. G, he would say, yes, sir. Right? And the sir was not looking down there. He said, yes, sir. Right? And then take. And his classmate meaning real college students, they were just looking at me. Are you Mr. G? I'm Mr. G. They never saw him before, right? Age-wise, they're the same age. Are you Mr. G? Then he would be very honest. He would say that I'm not. How come that you were so courageous to say that, yes, sir? Right? Okay, very funny. This is proxy. Why said it? Huh? Mind wavering. Okay, let's say. Say in the dream, you had all these attending colleges and so forth, and proxy, all these things. Then you wake up. You say in the dream, your mind wavers. Going to college, I don't want to go to college, please, Omar. You go in my place, proxy, right? So your mind is wavering? Yes, no. Your mind is wavering. You wake up from the sleep. You think, oh, this is what I dreamt. But your mind, will it waver as much as how it wavered in the dream? With respect to the contents of the dream? Yes, no, just speak your mind, don't worry. There's no correct or incorrect answer. Where will the yet? Yes, in the dream, you actually think this is real. So therefore, when your mind goes there, it's actually, you're thinking that you're going there, skipping the class, going. But when you wake up, your mind feels rest. This is all my dream. So the wavering stops. You're getting it? So the wavering happens with respect to ultimate, and when you do the ultimate analysis or when you do conventional analysis, when does the wavering happens? convention analysis, not with the ultimate analysis. So when you see things are objectively real, the wavering happens. Mind wavering happens when you see things are objectively real. Yes? When you see things empty of objective reality, the mind wavering stops. You getting it? Okay. So let's read 36. As long as the mind remains wavering, meaning seeing things objectively real and your mind wavers. And the mind remains wavering, seeing objective reality, so long it remains within Mara's sphere. Mara's sphere meaning Mara's object. Mara's object meaning that there's no objective reality, and the Mara meaning demons. What is the demon? Self-grasping ignorance. That is a demon. That creates the objective, that gives the imprint, that makes the object appearance. That makes the object appearance appear to you, and you believe that they are true, and then you start wavering. So that is a Mara's influence. Which Mara? Self-grasping ignorance. And sphere meaning object. Object created by the Mara, self-grasping ignorance. If this is so, then why is it not reasonable that this, and this dependent origination is free of fault? Meaning that why it is not reasonable that realizing dependent origination, that nothing objectively real, this realization will free you from all the faults of samsara. If this is so, then why is it not reasonable that this realization of the dependent origination will free us from all the faults of samsara? In other words, our wavering will stop. Which is better? When you waver, when you prepare for the exams, instance exams, your mind wavers every here and there is better, or your mind is focused one? Which is better? Focus is better. So wavering is the Mara's activity. Okay. 37. Since the Buddhas have stated that the world is conditioned by ignorance, so we have how many body? Our body is prone to sickness, aging, death. Raise hands. Our body is sickness, aging, death. Young ones, your body is aging, death. Are you sure? Okay, that was 35 years ago when I was with, maybe 40 years ago when I was with my teacher, 35 years ago with my teacher. I was just in my, I must be 21 or 22. And then I shared with you the story. I was running, because I was being late there for the meeting with my teacher to translate for his students. And then I was sweating, breathing so deeply. So this was my teacher. And then my teacher would say that, look, our body, our aggregates, the body is so fragile and is so full of limitations, and then his students, Western students, were there, and they were all older than me. I was in my 20s, and my teacher must be in his 50s or maybe closer to 60s. Then what is that? But this young boy, he will not understand it. Young people, they will not understand the drawbacks of the body. Because your body is so agile, even though you run these things, but still you don't feel the tiredness. And that's very true. So those in the 40s, you feel tiredness? No? 50s, you feel tired? Yes, I could feel the difference. When I was in my 30s, I don't really feel tired. So now I can feel the tiredness. Okay, even the breathing changes. Breathing. In the night, the breathing, it changes. Yeah. Okay, so this body, the body aggregate, 5 aggregates we discussed, particularly the aggregate of the body. This is so fragile and it just degenerates. And then it is so much of demerits there. So Buddha taught that the demeritorious body aggregates, they are produced by the ignorance. So ignorance has nothing good in it. So because of this, the body also has all its limitations, drawbacks, limitations. Since the Buddha have stated that the world here is the aggregates, world here refers to aggregates, is conditioned by ignorance. So why is it not reasonable to assert that this world is the result of conceptualization? Which ignorance? Ignorance to see things as object real. So, you see things as object real, that is the one which is responsible for, say, the creating all the afflictions, contaminant karmas and miseries and the aggregates, the faulty aggregates. For the aggregates, and because of which, in a way, we are saying that the self-grasping ignorance is the root of these problems. Now, two things there. It has two shades of meaning. One is that self-grasping ignorance is the root of our aggregates, number one. Number two, that because self-grasping ignorance is ignorance to see things object real, which means that nothing exists objectively. Everything is conceptualized. Everything is mentally imputed. So the last line says, that this world is a result of conceptualization. Because conceptualization means it's subjectively real. Why not objectively real? Because what sees object real is ignorance. What sees as object real is ignorance means nothing exists objectively. If nothing exists objectively, there should exist in the form of conceptualizations. We'll stop here.